Has emerged from South Bengaluru, which shows a girl from the northeast being attacked by someone right outside her PG, where there's supposed to be security and a lot of protection. What makes it worse is this girl was taken to a desolate place. The attacker tried to rape her. This brave woman fought her attacker off. She's joining me in just a moment from now. But when she came back to the place where she was staying, to the PG, told the person who ran the PG that she wants to file a complaint, and this is what happened. She's actually told to back off and to let it be, to pretend that nothing had happened. It can't get worse than this. Our Bengaluru bureau files this story.
Stalked, grabbed and abducted in one of India's biggest and safest cities. 7 seconds of video footage that have left India speechless. Take a close look at this horrifying moment in Bengaluru, caught on CCTV camera. The incident has caused shock, revulsion, and brought a terrifying reminder of just how unsafe women are, even in India's so-called safest areas. This 25-year-old, employed with a beauty parlor, is dropped home at 9:30 p.m. on 23rd April. She gets a call on her mobile and takes it. Notice, she's standing just 5 meters away from her paying guest accommodation. And then the horror begins. A shadowy figure approaches from behind, creeping up to her, checking her out, and then he pounces, grabbing her around the stomach and dragging her away, her legs flailing, terrified and screaming. What the CCTV camera didn't capture was the remaining horror. As witnesses did nothing, the girl was dragged to a construction site and nearly raped. She managed to bite her abductor and escape.
I didn't notice that someone has trying to attack me or someone is behind me, hiding me. I all noticed this after all the incident was over. Then he snatched me and he beat me, or what he was, his intention was. I don't. I screamed a lot, and after I just slightly bite his palm, which he was hurting my mouth. So after that only he tried, he beat me. He already ran away. Nobody came and helped me. He ran away, leaving the place.
Worse still, the police refused to begin an investigation until this horrifying CCTV video was put in front of them.
Today at around 2 o'clock, I have come to know about this incident through visual media, and on inquiry we have found that the incident has taken place on 23rd April 2016, and with regard to that, the owner of the paying guest, Sri Manjunath, has lodged a complaint with Abducted police station.
But worst of all, the abductor of this young woman is still out there. With Rohini Swami in Bengaluru, Bureau Report, India Today.
I want to go across now live to Bengaluru. This braveheart from Manipur is joining us on this broadcast. Ma'am, it's terrific to have you with us on the show. It takes a lot of courage to do what you did. Explain to our viewers what was going through your mind when you were attacked right outside your paying guest accommodation. How did you rally your wits and manage to fight back?
Yeah, I feel very challenged to fight back what I have faced, the incident that should not happen to the other of my friends or other same gender of other friends, girls also. So to be aware, or if they incidentally if it happened, they should be brave and they should not give up. They should be more brave, or they should think everything is possible when we are willing to do.
So I was reading some reports from Bengaluru which suggested that you were completely frozen at the time of this attack, and you claimed that you lost your consciousness for a moment. So how did you recover your energy and the will to fight back when you were attacked?
When I was being attacked, in fact, I can't do anything either except shouting or screaming. In my present mind, there was nothing. Either I can do nothing, because what I can do was only the shouting or crying for the help. Other than I was not having any present mind. So because it was incidentally happened and I was out of present mind, and I was, after he snatched me, I was totally unconscious.
You know, what happened is bad enough. What to me makes it much worse is that I've seen reports which suggest that once you got back to the PG where you stayed and you told the person who ran this PG about what you'd gone through, and you said a complaint must be lodged, the initial reaction was, forget about it, don't lodge a complaint, just get on with it. Why would they say that?
Actually, I won't like to give a false report to my PG uncle, because he is good only. The thing is, who has convinced me, or who has tried me not to fire to the police, was the person who came from PG uncle's side relative.
You know, as someone who's fought back an attacker much bigger than you at a place which is supposed to be considered safe and secure, what do you believe, ma'am, the Bengaluru police needs to do to try and make the city safer for young girls like you?
As Bengaluru is one of the popular city, and it's very I do like Bengaluru very much, because I have been born up here in Bengaluru and studied up all my pre-nursery to all the primary classes. So I really love it, and I haven't faced all these situations. So I was feeling very safety, but in myself and in me only, if this happened, I was really shocking till now. If I think also, I'm really shocking and surprisingly. So this incident has to be taken very strictly, and so that people on the state should be more protected, and they should be more feel more comfortable to stay or to work.
The reason that we've put you right on the top of Newsroom tonight is because you are the epitome of courage. To be caught in a situation like this, not give up, and to fight back, and to come out and speak about what you did, takes a lot of courage. We salute you for what you did, and I hope that nobody has to go through what you did. But it's just fantastic to see the way you fought back. Before I go any further, let me take you through some of the other news headlines that have made it to the newsroom tonight. The government seems to have taken a big U-turn on Hurriyat leaders meeting Pakistani representatives. Minister of State for External Affairs V.K. Singh has said that there is no bar on Hurriyat leaders meeting representatives of any country. He, however, cautioned that India will not tolerate any third-party interference in the dialogue process. 4 people, including a TMC Panchayat Pradhan, have been killed in alleged bombing by Congress supporters. The bombing took place in Jainpur in Malda in West Bengal. The reason behind the post-poll violence was reportedly voting not going in favour of the Congress party. In what could have been a major accident, 8 coaches of the old Delhi Faizabad Express derailed near Hapur in Uttar Pradesh. 50 people have been reported injured. So far, there have been no casualties. Temperature is soaring even in the hills this summer in Himachal Pradesh. Mercury breached 41 degrees Celsius at Una, while Sundarnagar and Shimla recorded a high of 38 and 30 degrees Celsius each. Massive fires have been raging in the hills of Uttarakhand for several days now. So far, it was assumed that because the hills were dry and parched and because there hadn't been enough rain, therefore the fire was spreading. But now it turns out that the timber mafia could well be involved, because the Minister for Environment, Prakash Javadekar, has gone on record to say that there are people who've been arrested who lit these fires. So how does this timber mafia operate? What exactly is it that they hope to achieve by setting the hills of Uttarakhand and these beautiful forests on fire? My colleague Ankit Tyagi files this report.
"3,000 acres of forest and farmlands completely destroyed. Wildlife forced to migrate. Highways blocked due to low visibility and train services severely hit."
वन विभाग, पुलिस प्रशासन के साथ ही SDRF, NDRF की टीमें मुस्तैदी से जुटी हैं। भारतीय वायुसेना के हेलीकॉप्टरों का भी उपयोग किया जा रहा है।
While the state limps back to normalcy, a new twist to the jungle inferno has emerged. 4 people believed to be timber smugglers have been arrested for stoking fire.
4 लोग भी पकड़े हैं कल पौड़ी में कि जो आग लगाते हुए पाए गए उनको भी पकड़ा है.
Even as government revealed that fires in some places could be man-made, experts suggested that poor rainfall and climate warming could have triggered the blazes. And with the fire causing widespread damage to natural habitat, concerns over the huge blazes were also echoed in the parliament. While the situation has been brought under control partially, the latest disaster has once again put the spotlight on administration's incompetence to natural calamities. Bureau Report, India Today.
This morning, my colleague Ankit Tyagi and also Manjeet Singh Negi joined the Air Force rescue operations. They went on these Air Force helicopter sorties, saw how water was being taken out of lakes and being used to try and douse these fires. The problem, of course, is that the amount of water available is much lesser than the amount of water required to douse the forests which are on fire, and the NDRF doesn't seem to be fully equipped. Remember, after the cyclone, they prepped for the cyclone, then there was a cloudburst, they tried to deal with flooding situations. Forest fires seems to be something the NDRF isn't fully equipped for. Here's a ground report.
As major forest fires continue to ravage the highlands of Uttarakhand, India Today travelled to one of the sites of this biggest inferno, tracking the raging fires as they spread and are fought back.
You can't possibly breathe here. The temperatures are extremely high. It's difficult even to stand. My camera person Yogender and me, and you can see it's just difficult because the fire, wherever these leaves are, it just chases you.
India Today traced the Indian Air Force's massive water sprinkling operations to douse the simmering forest fires.
It has scooped that water from the Bhinta lake. 3,500 liters is what the capacity of this Russian Bambi basket is. 2 such choppers have been pressed into action by the Air Force. It's a tricky operation, it's not easy.
On board a Mi-17 helicopter, India Today traced the entire operation from the filling of a helicopter Bambi bucket at the Bhinta lake to dropping the water at various affected sites.
There you see the water being dropped there from the Bambi bucket right on the mountain where there was smoke and fire. So look at that fire line and the smoke down below. This is where the inaccessible parts are, and this is where the Air Force choppers are dropping the water.
While the Indian Air Force and its warriors continue to battle the fires, poor visibility because of the thick smoke is hampering air operations.
The visibility is a major issue as far as these choppers are concerned. Due to the fire, there is a lot of smoke, and you can see that even the pilots are saying that poor visibility is hampering the operation.
With 2 helicopters pressed into service and all security agencies working very hard to extinguish the simmering fires, officials are now hoping that the situation will be brought under control in the next 48 hours. With Ankit Tyagi in Nainital, Bureau Report, India Today.
Our reporters are in Uttarakhand. They'll continue to track every aspect of what seems to be, unfortunately, a man-made tragedy. The key, of course, is for the police and the administration to catch those who are responsible, hold them out to account, set them up as an example so that no one dares repeat this sin. Let's shift our attention to the other story. This comes from the national capital, where today was the first day after the Supreme Court said that no non-CNG vehicle will be allowed on the roads. So all the diesel vehicles off. There was an utter chaos out on the roads. Gridlock, traffic for hours on end. Several of our correspondents were stuck in huge traffic jams. They got together to file this report for the newsroom.
All routes leading to the national capital jammed. Traffic blocked at NH8 between Delhi and Gurgaon. Similar scenes at D&D flyway between Delhi and Noida. Traffic led to a long tailback stretching over a kilometer in the area.
बेटा हमें तो बहुत परेशानी है आधे पौने घंटे से खड़े हुए हैं 7 o'clock and we have to reach office by 9 o'clock. It's more than 1 hour and there is no hope of a traffic also.
It was Monday mayhem. The capital groaned under a massive snarl as hundreds of cab drivers protested following a Supreme Court ruling to ban diesel taxis in Delhi. The cabbies even threatened to fast unto death if the authorities failed to stop police and transport officials from penalizing them.
हमारी ये प्रॉब्लम है कि डीजल गाड़ियों से क्या पोल्यूशन 30,000 गाड़ियों का पोल्यूशन फैलता है 20 लाख प्राइवेट गाड़ियां चली इनको बंद करो डीजल कार्बिन तमाम लोग फंसे हुए हैं हमारे बच्चे कहाँ जाएंगे हम लोग कहाँ जाएंगे जिन्होंने बैंक से लोन लिया हुआ है 27 अप्रैल को गाड़ियों को रजिस्ट्रेशन बंद करा है 27 अप्रैल तक क्यों गाड़ियां रजिस्टर करी जा रही नहीं
After extending the deadline twice, the apex court refused to give more time to drivers to convert their cabs to CNG and put a ban on diesel taxis in the city from May 1st. The court ruling has the support from the Delhi government.
जो अनथराइज तरीके से डीजल गाड़ियां दिल्ली के अंदर पॉइंट टू पॉइंट चल रही हैं, उस पर बैन लगाया गया है और ये हम सबको मिलकर के सोचना है। जो हो रहा है वो मोटिवेटेड है और उससे इसका समाधान नहीं निकलना।
According to Delhi Transport Department, about 60,000 taxis are registered in the city and 27,000 of them are running on diesel. Around 2,000 diesel-run taxis had converted into CNG mode in the last 2 months. With the cabbies taking to roads, the latest initiative aimed at improving air quality in the world's most polluted capital seems to have hit yet another roadblock. The congestion owing to the stir largely affected thousands of office-goers who travel between Delhi, Gurgaon and Noida. Bureau Report, India Today.
Investigating agencies, meanwhile, subjected former Air Chief SP Tyagi to 10 hours of sustained questioning in the Augusta Westland VVIP Chopper scam case. The former Air Chief said he wasn't the only one who decided on changing the height requirements. He also said that there's a possibility, what emerges from the investigations, that some of the payback money was actually brought back into India through the FDI route. Adir Khan files this story.
Sir, would you like to say something? Sir,
The man allegedly at the center of the VVIP Augusta Chopper scam. Former Indian Air Force Chief SP Tyagi was grilled by the CBI for the 4th time on Monday in connection with the scam. After reaching CBI headquarters at 10 in the morning, a range of questions were put forth to Air Chief Marshal Tyagi. The investigation agency sought an explanation from the former Air Force Chief over his meeting with middlemen and the decision of the Air Force to allegedly change the flying altitude for VVIPs like the Prime Minister and President.
Sources say former Air Chief SP Tyagi told investigators that former National Security Advisor M.K. Narayan, former SPG Chief Vanchu and other officials were part of the team which took the decision. However, former top officials who've also served as governors have already been questioned. Tyagi was perturbed when CBI confronted him with the Italian findings.
With investigation agencies suspecting that Air Chief Tyagi's meetings with middlemen allegedly could have played a major role in clinching the deal for Augusta Westland, his accounts and assets are also under scrutiny. But it isn't just Air Chief Tyagi but his family who are also under the scanner. Investigations have revealed that foreign money was funneled through Tyagi's cousin's account.
In the year 2004, when their brother was slated to be the next Air Chief, Tyagi brothers received an amount of 1,26,000 euros and 2 lakh euros after February 2005. SP Tyagi became Air Chief in January 2005. And 1 month after receiving the second installment, the decision in favor of Augusta Westland was taken.
And with the CBI intensifying its probe, the VVIP Chopper scam continues to stall all business in Parliament.
The government also wants the full facts to be known to the people, and the government is moving in the right direction. We will take it to its logical conclusion. There is no reason for the Congress party to get out unless they want to divert the issue, unless they want to stall the issue being discussed in Parliament because it has happened.
His probe into bribery allegations, which already have huge political ramifications. With Atir Khan in Delhi, Bureau Report, India Today.